Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about graphics. Now, these graphics, they're images that they come in different files. But what we're interested in, the graphics that come in the PNG file. And why this is, it's because with the PNG, it's transparent. There's a transparent background so that when you put the graphic onto the garment, there isn't any interference with other images. And for example, then you don't have to take away any other images. For example, if you use the JPEG or other types of files, then maybe you'll have to go to Photoshop, take away these images, make a transparent background and all the rest. So you're safer when you use the PNG. Now, in Style 3D Atelier, there is a default graphic that's already um, supplied. We are going to work with this a little and then we're going to import a different type of graphic. So if you notice here, when you go to assets, there is edit graphic and graphic. Okay. So here we graphic with the graphic icon selected. You can even go to the object browser. You left click and we can drag and drop. And what we see is this rectangle, this light blue rectangle that shows up. What you do is you left click on there, and when you left click, you apply the graphic to the garment. So there. Now you're gonna always see this. If you hover, you'll always see this rectangle. And here, if I click again, you see I've applied it. If I click again, I've applied it. So I'm gonna just Control Z to undo that. Okay. So here we've applied it. Now what we do is we want to edit it. So we go back up here in our 2D window, the top, and right next to the graphic is edit graphic. You left click on that, and here you can edit this very simply. Now in the 2D window, we can really click on this. We can just at this point here, we can make it bigger, we can turn it, and you see everything that's happening in the 3D window. Here we can turn it back, we can make it smaller, and so we can sort of manipulate it here in the 2D window. Now, over here in the object browser, if we click on it, we highlight it, in the property editor, we can change a lot of properties. Okay, we can do a lot. I'm not going to show you everything. This is just a basic introduction, so you won't be afraid to use it. But you can also play around with these values and properties and see what happens. For example, if you don't want to like increase the width or the length or whatever, you can go over here and do it manually in the property editor. So graphic transformation, the width, height, okay, rate, for example. You even have the type of graphics. You can just change the type of textiles to velvet or whatever, silk, shiny, whatever, and they can show up. And here we can also change the color. We can click on the color, change the color if you want it to be a darker type of blue. And that's up to you. So here, more or less, the saturation and all of these other properties, you can just play around with them if you want to make it transparent up to a certain point. So this is how you can play around with this graphic. Now, you can also, it's easy to add the graphic to the back. You can add it on the sleeve, to the sleeve, and all that is really simple. Just using, following those 4 steps that I've shown you. Now, when we have to import a graphic, for example, if there is a nice logo you've seen and you've downloaded it as a PNG, and it's a PNG file, we can easily go up to this in the object browser. You click here, this icon here, and you can just open the file. You open the file and you find the graphic, find where you've downloaded it. For example, maybe you've downloaded it on the desktop, you find it, you get it from there. And here it's added in the object browser. So now I'm going to go back here, up here, click on graphic because I want this to be dragged and dropped here. Okay, so it's a second graphic. Now, if you've noticed, when I hover over this here, it's really huge. It's really big. So you know there's some adjustments to make. That means that the image is quite big. So I'm just going to click that I did the left click. And what I'm going to do is go up here, click on edit graphic because it's time to edit. It's really huge. And I'm going to just bring it down like this. Okay, it's much smaller. And what I can do is then at this point, I'll go back to graphic, click on graphic again, highlight it, and I would like to change the color so it comes out much better. So I'm going to do like, let's change the color to, I can do black. Okay, so if you noticed, here it's all changed. Experiment, make sure, just follow these steps, and then you can go on to experiment yourself to see how these with the different tools, the way you can transform this graphic. So that's it for this video. This was just a quick video, just going over something about graphics. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.